Open earlier on this year. That was his first time at a PDC major event. Could we go and see him at the World Championship? I think he might surprise a few people.
Leg, it's Lukas to throw first. Game on.
This is a Group A match. We've already seen one game completed. You might have seen the shots at the end of that first match of the 4 boards. So we've got 4 boards with a group being played out on each board.
.43.
But then we've also got the streaming board as well. So in Group A, Martin Schindler 5-4 up on Marcel Gurdon. So that hasn't come to an end yet. Max Hopp is a winner though. That's in Group D, 6-1 against Marco Obst.
140.
But this could prove decisive. The 4 groups we've got with 6 players in, they're all playing each other once today and once tomorrow as well.
180.
Here we go. We saw plenty of this from Lukas Wenig when we saw him last on the European Tour. Now they're going to play each other all today. They're going to play each other all tomorrow as well within their groups. And then the top 4 from each of those groups go through to the next stage where there'll be 2 groups of 8. Once again, they play each other twice over 2 days.
50.
And that's going to finally give us our quarterfinals. So
100.
Top 4 from each group.
Lukas, you require 160.
Quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final. The final goes to Ali Pali. Just make sure he stays straight here. Lukas Wenig
100.
does better than that. Knocks a ton off. Dragutin, I mean, you could not get any closer to qualifying for the World Championship than he did in this event last year. That 1-4-1 checkout, missed double
98.
12 for it. After
Lukas,
Nico Kurtz had already
60.
missed a couple of match darts. In a last leg decider.
Game shot and the first leg. Lukas Wenig.
I'll tell you what, the scoring
Second
could do
leg,
with
it's
a bit of
Dragutin
improvement
to
so
throw
far
first.
today, but the
Game
finishing
on.
has been absolutely mind-blowing on this board.
60.
It's a Group A game, so not only do we have Martin Schindler and Marcel Gurdon, who I mentioned playing in the opening match of it, we've got Carsten Koch
100.
and Kevin Munch, a man you may remember from Ali Pali. Famously beat Adrian Lewis. Landscape gardener. Not sure if he's still doing that.
24.
Dragutin not happy with that visit.
100. 100. 100. 180.
Maximum from Dragutin.
$121.
Great response after that opening
You
dart in the
require
1.
137.
Probably makes Wenig favourite for the leg. Maybe not now. 77. Treble 19. Well, I mean, you should be looking at the 18s. So you just had a brain fade.
84. Lukas, you require 80.
Well, that's just baffling.
Game shot and the second leg.
And there we
Lukas
go.
Wenig.
Double 10 is there. Lukas Wenig is not going to win this with 100% on the doubles, but
first.
it matters not if he
Game
just
on.
carries on at this rate. Dragutin Horvat, the 180 to set the shot up, and it looks like he's still slightly confused about what he was doing at the end there. Ultimately, he was losing.
58. 140.
I mean, it's kind of weird watching these two guys play when they evidently have exactly the same thoughts on fashion and design.
100.
I mean, Lukas Wenig is basically, you know, if you took 15 years off Dragutin and gave him a few protein bars,
100.
that's basically what he would look like, is it not? They've even got the same sort of monogram style on the back of their dart shirt. LW on
100.
Lucas's and DH on Dragutin. Same specs, same... I mean, I assume they've got the same barber. Maybe they're not allowed to go to one, so they're just doing it themselves.
100.
Dragutin's always been a man who's enjoyed the midget gem look for his hairstyle.
$60. Dragutin, you require 161.
161 won't go, but he does have a couple of cracks from here.
60.
A lot of players would have used the bullseye last dart to leave himself a 2-darter. As it is, he's going to use all 3 darts if he's going to tidy up the 101. He does just open the door for Wenig to step in. He's not really.
Dragutin, you require
anything to worry
101.
Now he's got a 2-darter. Could have done that a minute ago, Dragutin. But can he reach that treble 20? Slid across. So often you see a player move over one side and they throw it further the other way. It just changes the angle of them throwing rather than
Lukas
throwing down the same line and
124.
moving that line over. Treble 18 and ball. Bullseye it is. Whoa.
99.
Dragutin may only
Dragutin,
get
you
one
require
dart at double
8.
here. Oh no.
Game shot and the third leg. Dragutin Horvat.
Of course.
Fourth leg.
Only
It's
wanted 8.
Dragutin to throw
So that'll
first.
do. He gets a leg back.
Game on.
And it is a break. Scoreboard has evidently just taken a little moment. I understand it's a Saturday. It's your weekend. Scoreboard probably thought they had a bit of time off. Martin Schindler did beat Marcel Gurdon in the opening Group A game. This is a Group A match, I should say. Robert Marjanovic just crept through against Stefan Nilles in a
60.
last leg decider. That's in Group C. And it means that right now, not only do we have this game going on, we've got Christian Bunser, the former
140.
tour card holder, 3-1 up on Jens Niest. Franz Roach is one apiece with Stefan Siepman, another man who's played on the PDC Tour. And Nico Springer and Florian Hempel are just getting
100.
underway. That's in Group C.
$26. $60. $57. $81.
Not enough to worry Dragutin. Nicely done.
$134. $100. Dragutin, you
Wenig
require
halves his
44.
score. Double 16.
Game shot in the fourth leg. Dragutin Horvat.
Well, it's taken him a couple of
Fifth
legs,
leg,
but
it's
Dragutin
Lukas to
Horvat
throw first.
has
Game
got
on.
going in this game. And we have ourselves a contest.
100. $100.
Dragutin's been in and around PDC darts for quite some time now. Played at the World Championship in 2017. That's after he won this qualifying event.
58.
We've seen him play a couple of the World Series events of the German Darts Masters. We've seen him playing a number of European tours, and the one that really stands out is one of his appearances
100.
at the International Darts Open when he went all the way to the quarterfinals. That's perhaps his most significant effort in PDC darts, I would say. He was only beaten in the end by Brett.
180.
Maximum from Lukas Wenig.
180.
And that's how you respond to a piece.
$97. Dragutin, you require 121.
Can he clear 301 into 6 darts? Oh, hello. Double 18. Oh, Dragutin. Horvat. Well, he's gone
Lukas
the dangerous route by going
66.
for the bullseye, looking for the 25 and got it. Double 16.
34. Dragutin, you require 34.
It. Horvat's left himself double 17. Does he go straight at it? Yes, he does.
17.
And misses
Lukas, you
inside
require
with the final
32.
dart.
Game shot and the 5th leg. Lukas Wenig.
Well,
6th leg, it's Dragutin
in the
to
end,
throw first. Game on.
Dragutin missed 4 darts at double, but he nearly cleared 301 in 2 visits,
100.
which was world class. In fact, if he just missed outside on that double 18, you'd quite fancy him, but I think he was terrified with that double 17, that awkward double he'd left himself by the accidental hitting of double 1.
180.
And Lukas Wenig, it's 3 180s now for the power lifter.
100.
From Kitzingen in Germany.
60. 60. 60. 140. 100.
101 plays 101 after 4 visits to the board in what could be a crucial leg.
Yep. 49. Lukas, you require 101.
Same equation. Different outcome.
Game shot.
You bet it is. Superb stuff from Lukas Wenig. He may have had a little bit of fortune in the last couple of legs to see his opponent missing.
Game on.
But he stepped in that 101 checkout. Classy stuff. 4-2 he leads. 2 up and 2 away from an opening win.
100.
In this Group A encounter. A group which does include
100.
Martin Schindler. You would think that Schindler, Horvat and I believe Wenig will all make it through to the next stage of the tournament by finishing in the top 4. By my
60.
calculations, that would leave Kevin Munch, Carsten Koch and Marcel Gerdon fighting it out for the last remaining spot. But with the games all being played over
100.
2 days, if somebody's a little bit out of form and they are punished, then that will be that. We've already seen Nico Kurtz over in Group B start with a
45.
quite a heavy defeat in the end, 6-2 to Michael Hertz. A lot of darts to be played over the next couple of days.
95. 100. 45.
Well, by hook or by crook, Horvat has left himself on a finish. You make Wenig the favourite for the leg at the moment.
100. Dragutin, you require 161.
There's the one.
81. Lukas, you require 96.
Could go double-double. Decides against it, and maybe
56.
it would have been bold,
you
but
require
maybe it would have been
80.
wise. Well, his face told the story there, didn't it?
40.
Not really one of those players who subscribes to the
require
don't
40.
let your opponent know you're disappointed school.
Game shot and the
And
seventh
double
leg.
top is
Lukas
pinned.
Wenig.
Lucas Wenig, 5-2
Eighth
up.
leg, it's
Just
Dragutin
like we
to
could be
throw
seeing,
first.
both
Game on.
finalists from last year lose quite heavily in their opening games.
140.
Nico Kurtz beaten 6-2 by Michael Hertz in his superb finishing. It's been pretty decent finishing from Lukas Wenig here. But this would be,
135.
well, it would have been his fourth 180. Very little, well, you can see half a point in the averages. In fact,
180.
that actually pushes Dragutin's above that of his opponent, his third maximum.
100. 140. 84. Dragutin, you require 41. Game shot and the 8th leg, Dragutin Horvat. 9th leg, it's Lukas to throw first. Game on. $60.
Well, he's still alive. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm not sure if you're getting the picture. But it is an exciting game from what I
140.
can gather here in my basement in Birmingham.
$100. 140. 100. 60. 100. Dragutin, you require 161. 137.
Great setup from Dragutin Horvat. But could he be haunted by another 1-4-1? He missed one last year to qualify for Ali Pali.
Lukas,
Could
you
one be
require
hit here?
141.
To condemn him to defeat in his opening game. Oh, he started down the board. Not got it, so it's not going to go. And this could be a breaker throw for Dragutin Horvat. And a way back into
43.
this match.
Dragutin, you require 24. Game shot and the 9th leg, Dragutin Horvat. 10th leg, it's
And he is
Dragutin
back
to
in this
throw
game.
first.
Dragutin Horvat holds
Game
his
on.
throw here, and we will be going to a last leg decider.
60. 100. 45.
60 and 45 for Dragutin. Horvat has opened the door for Lukas Wenig to get it done in this leg.
85.
And he has not punished him in the manner he would have liked.
99. $140.
He should get match darts from
41.
here, Lukas Wenig. He may get multiple match darts. Staying straight here will leave him one treble finish.
45.
And he hasn't stayed straight. And there's just a little glimmer of hope for Dragutin Horvat. Another.
100. Lukas, you require
might not be enough.
31. $91.
Good setup.
Dragutin, you require
Tops left for the match.
156.
Dragutin to save his skin.
140. Lukas,
He's
you
asked the
require
question, he's
40.
applied the pressure, but Wenig wants double 10.
Game shot.
To out-muscle
Lukas
Dragutin
wins.
Horvat, last year's beaten finalist, is beaten in his opening game of this year's Super League. Horvat goes down 6-4 to Wenig.